What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another deck profile here on TC University for the card game UniVersus. My name's Tam, and today I'm going to be showing you James's Inferno 2-dot deck that he played for this week's Campus Championship. Let's jump into it. Inferno. Inferno's a really rad character. I like this character a lot. 5 hand size, 35 health. He's an absolute monster on the field. He says all of his attacks essentially get an extra 5 damage. And once per game, you can give your opponent your discard pile and say, hey, what 5 attacks am I going to kill you with? And then they get to take and truly pick their poison. I love this kind of a deal with the devil that he's got going on. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the attack lineup. The first attack that we're playing 4 Tech Sphere. One of Inferno's best pieces under the fire symbol, because of the fact that he removes cards himself, and he can remove them on your opponent's attack. You can be removing attacks, and then on your turn, Technical Sphere is an additional copy of whatever card that you needed to be at the time. Very toolbox card, really strong. Not to mention it accidentally becomes double damage. That's what Inferno does. He pretty much doubles all the damage of all of his attacks. Just a crazy strong card. So the next attack that we're playing is in the exact same vein. It's for Let's Party. Let's Party lets you discard the top 4 cards of your deck, remove a card from the game, perfect for Tech Sphere, and then pick up any card that you want. So it could be another Let's Party, or it could be Technical Sphere, or whatever piece that you need. So Technical Sphere is another copy of a card from the remove from game pile. Let's Party is a copy of a card from inside of your deck. Not to mention it gets another 5 damage. 6 low for 11. Seems good. Onto the bread and butter of the deck, we're playing 4 Shokin Grab. This card is fantastic. This card is the card that gets the job done. It gets a damage for each 5 difficulty on a card. Excuse me, each attack with printed 5 difficulty or more in my discard pile, which, newsflash, all of my attacks are printed 5 difficulty, as well as Inferno gives it an extra 5, possibly 6 damage. So it already starts at 6 damage because of Inferno removing a 6 check, and then with us having discarded so many cards off of Let's Party and other cards, this thing, it just closes out the game with it being a throw. Also, you can copy it with Tech Sphere, and Tech Sphere gains the throw keyword. The rest of the attacks are all one-ofs because they can just easily be copied with Tech Sphere, or they can be searched out with Let's Party if I need them. So I've got 1 choke throw, a little momentum control, also a throw, makes them lose vitality. We've got 1 Fly to the Wicked, gets damage equal to the number of face downs that they have. It also discards the top 4 cards so that your Shokin Grabs are a little beefier. We're playing 1 Vicious Madness, the best throw in the game right now. Just pay 2 life. This attack can't be partially blocked. We're playing 1 Coffee Samba to decimate my opponent's staging area, saying that they don't have any foundations ready because of the stun X. It also says that if I've smacked you with a couple of throws, I can now multiple them out, and all the multiples get an extra 5 damage as well. 1 Missile Launcher, kind of the same vein as Coffee Samba. Discard the top 4 cards for additional resources off of those Shokin Grabs. Commits my opponent's staging area and makes this thing very scary on a singular attack, so that my grab, this is kind of my jab, so my grab can kill him. And then my last card is a very tech piece. It is 1 Spine Sweep. Spine Sweep just kills assets. Destroy up to 2 assets in either player's staging area. Assets are nuts right now, and saying this is a 4 low for 10 is just like very scary. It's an attack they still have to deal with. It's kind of the idea of Inferno. They have to deal with every single attack. Now, damage is one thing, but speed's another. So let's talk about the big shot punches and Judies. This deck is very much all in on its aggressive plan, and this card says +3 or -3 damage, and then you pick up a Judy, and Judy says +3 or -3 speed. So with these cards together, it is an additional +12 or -12 to either keep you alive, or, I mean, giving your throw attack that just got an additional 1,000 damage off of Shokin Grab. Giving it an extra 12 speed just means that you killed whoever you were throwing the big shots at. You were hunting them down like a bounty hunter. Under our foundations, some aggressive ones. We've got 3 Soul of the Sword. This card is just fuel for Inferno. He has to have cards inside of a discard pile in order to make him active. If I discard a bunch of attacks off of Inferno, I'm only going to getting 1, 2, 3 extra damage. And with Soul of the Sword, I'm pretty much guaranteed if I mill 6 cards, I'm not milling 6 attacks. I'm going to find at least 1 foundation. And so I Soul of the Sword, give it an extra damage, and then Inferno to give it even a more damage. As well as it's got a bit of a flow ability where if the attack is blocked, I can flip it and then draw a card. Helpful if I'm a 5-hander. Next, we're playing double Marshall Banana. This just says commit, get damage equal to the number of attacks that have been removed. All of these one-ofs I want removed, or most of them at least. I want them removed just so I can copy them with Text Sphere. And so this is just commit sometimes for an extra 5 damage. So 5 off of Inferno, 5 off Marshall Banana. Now my throws are getting absolutely nutty. Next, we're playing for a Worthy Vessel, pay Vitality for plus or minus damage, as well as a bit of disruption where I can flip and remove cards from my discard, from my either player's discard pile. So either making my Tech Spheres more on live, my Marshall Bananas hit harder, or if my opponent has a piece, they're playing some sort of Inferno-esque deck where they're touching their discard pile, I'm going to shut off their key pieces as well. Next, we're playing triple I Feel Violent. Flip, my attack gets plus 4 speed, 1 for each attack card removed from the game. Card's amazing. It's really, really solid. I wouldn't put this in the aggressive pile just because we are playing so many great throws. We're playing 4 energy absorption. Yes, it does have a defensive ability where I can take in minus damage or gain vitality back, but more importantly, I can just like discard the top 3 cards and give my attack plus 2 damage. Giving your Shoken grab 2 additional damage or 4 damage if I've got 2 of these out, plus the 5 off of Inferno, plus the damage off of itself. I'm milling cards. This thing accidentally can kill you in the same vein that triple the Second Saint of the Beast can. What energy absorption is for damage, Second Saintly is for speed. It also has this deadlock enhance that is so irrelevant, we will never get to deadlock with this deck. Either I kill you or you will just kill me. And then my last aggressive card is 3 Unhealthy Diet. Like I said, speed is what gets the job done. Damage is the hurtsies. Speed makes sure that it gets through. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Your attack gets plus 1 speed. So plus 1s, plus 2s. We want to make sure that our attacks are able to hit. Under our flow cards, we're playing for the Azure Nightmare. Discard a card, ready it back up. I am playing quite a few bad checks, 1s and 2s inside of my deck. And so if I find those a little early, I want to be able to spend dead resources in my hand in order to keep playing the good resources in my hand. Like triple Folktale Storyteller. This card just says after I play it, if I have at least 2 other foundations in my staging area, I can build it into my staging area. And so on turn 2, lets me be as aggressive as I want to be. Sometimes picking up a couple Folktale Storytellers with the Let's parties to stop Breaker and such might just be the play to make it happen, as well as it discards cards from the top of my deck and then builds down as an additional resource. Cards crazy good for aggressive decks. And then my last, flow card is 1 Undying Rage. This card just says Enhance Commit. If the top card of my deck has Desperation of Fury, which a ton of my cards have both, I will just be able to pick it up. I did not realize that Shoken Grab had the Fury keyword until I saw this card inside the deck, which Shoken Grab is our main kill condition. On to some defense, we're playing double Hellfire Despair. This card is defense as well as a flow card. We'll talk about the response first. After an attack is played, mine or yours, its damage cannot be modified. Really good whenever I've got a bunch of throws, so they can't reduce the damage on my throw and I'll accidentally kill them. As well as enhance, remove any number of cards from my discard pile. Inferno does have that first form, and so I can remove all of the bad attacks that I don't want, and say, hey, pick these 5 attacks that I have now picked. We've got Hellfire. We've got 4 Explosive Acrobatics. Remove any card that I want from my discard pile for this attack to get -1 speed. Just another way to make sure that those singleton one-off attack cards get removed so my Tech Spheres are online a little quicker. We're playing 4 Wishing Ward. Flip, discard of the top 3 cards of our deck. They discard momentum. Being a 5-hand size character with honestly not a lot of really good defense or disruption. This is the only disruptive piece inside of the deck. Getting my opponent grabbing momentum is very, very simple. It's very easy. And so being able to keep them off momentum as best they can is very important. And so there you have it. There's James's Inferno deck that he played for this week's Campus Championship. If you like this deck and you want to see more of it, make sure you go and you check out the matches over on the channel. They'll be on their own separate playlist. And if you want to talk to James about his ideas for the deck, make sure that you can do that by going out to Patreon, patreon.com/TCGUniversity. Sub out there at least the $1 level. Get access to the Discord where us, as well as all of the other student body, exist. So from all of us here at TCGU, thank you very much for watching and stay learned.